What is pop? Your little boss, and we back with another video. We in Lisbon, Portugal right now. I got a very, very, very special guest. I'm excited for this video. This gonna be a good one, man. You guys already know what the channel is all about. Traveling, life abroad, moving abroad, relocating, thoughts on different countries, and we bring a lot of perspectives from the USA. I got my boy Matt with me. How we feeling, Matt?
We feeling good. We cool, we calm, and we collected.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So Matt just got to Portugal how long ago?
I say about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
Two
ago.
to 3 weeks ago.
Okay, and Matt's from the States. So let's get right into it. Right, we're gonna dive into Matt's first reaction, first time in Portugal. So Matt, give him a little background. Where you from the States, and then we'll get into it. What's your thoughts on Portugal coming from the U.S.?
Okay. So I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Okay.
I moved to Florida, the Miami area,
Okay.
about 4 years ago.
4 years. Okay.
So of course I come from a small town, but also I went to a big city. Mm-hmm. So I have perspective of both. I grew up in the rugged, but I also saw the pretty neighborhoods, right?
Okay.
Where people perspired to be, or they wanted to be,
Different.
Yes. And I think in America, better is the faith, right? It's the religion. Everybody wants better, right? More peace, a better car, better shoes, just better, right? But yep.
Okay. Now, Portugal arrived 2 weeks ago. So let's get right into it.
Okay.
First reaction after the few days in Portugal. What was your thoughts?
I'm a big believer in the energy you bring can affect how you take in something new.
Woo! That boy preaching.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all,
Yeah.
this gonna be a good one, man.
Yeah.
Hold on, repeat that. Repeat that one.
The energy you bring can affect how you perceive something that's new.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because to be honest, this trip financially is not at the best time for me, but I know I needed it in my life. And between my wife and I, we just actually celebrated our second wedding year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you, bro. And when we met, we spent those first 3 years in Miami.
Okay.
And now it's time for me to come out here and see her side. And sacrifices can affect your perception. Because when you go to a place like this, it's beautiful, right? But it's a different type of beauty.
Okay.
Now it's the same and different.
Okay.
I think out here you have your spots of perfection, but I think out here the history and the culture are highlighted more.
Okay. Yes.
Highlighted much more. Now, of course, in America, you can have your hole in the wall spot and it has great food, right? But most people want the clean cut grass, grass edge. I haven't even seen much grass at all in the area that I've seen, right?
Yep.
More so like sidewalks and hills and statues and buildings here, right? And rivers and oceans, a lot of more natural things, right? But what I noticed was, even outside looking, right? In America, if you see that the paint isn't painted perfect, you're calling a painter.
Yeah.
Here, it's...
And we looking at it right now.
We're looking at it. I mean, there are parts where it's painted perfect, but there are parts where it's not perfect, right?
Okay.
But it's no different. I heard this, actually. A pair of white Chuck Taylors.
Okay.
You want them to be crispy.
Yeah.
But they say that the dirt on the Chuck Taylor gives it its character.
Yeah.
So it gives it its character.
Yeah, it's like its charm in a way.
Right. And it's this memory attached to it, right? And so, I think that here, understanding how things were before man wanted perfection to exist. Because man knows everyone's not going to get perfection.
Yeah.
So they create the race. And America is a business. So they have to create the race for the business, and even here, I know soccer is huge, but I only saw soccer on TV.
Yeah.
I see it here and there. In America, you're going to see your sports, you're going to see your schools, you're going to see your kids training. You're headed somewhere. It's a destination.
Always working for something Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, here you can walk places. You don't need a car. And Uber could be $2, €2.
Yeah, we get right. Okay, so we're getting right into it. What transportation? Big difference. What would you say, other than transportation, has been the biggest difference? I guess cultural shock for you coming from the U.S.
I would say the food.
The food. Okay.
The food.
Touch on that. They don't know. They don't realize what we eat over there.
I love pizza.
Yeah.
I love pizza. I've gotten pizza in these 2-3 weeks, maybe like 5-7 times.
Wow.
I haven't seen a slice of pizza with grease on it.
Wow.
I haven't seen any, no grease just sitting there. In America, and you all know this in America, my mom did this first. She would take napkins, 5 to 10.
Yeah. Yo, it's funny you say that, bro. Because until you just said that, because I've been out, I haven't had pizza with grease in a minute. So I forgot about that until you just said it.
So much grease, you don't need Vaseline for your lips. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it's baffling. Even down to the crust, it's just a different type of texture. And also, of course, when you go out to eat, waiters, they have a salary here, so you don't really have to tip.
Yes, that.
And in America, you have you don't. Tip. It's frowned upon not to tip.
Yeah.
There's people in America that don't tip. It's a small amount. For the most part, you tip. But of course, you do make more in America, right? But yeah. The food and transportation, right? Just a tip. You have Bolt, and I believe you have Uber.
Yeah.
So Bolt, so much cheaper. We had to drive 30 minutes, and the Bolt was $4.
Yeah, that's wild.
Or $3.
We went to Fontitella Beach over the river, Margin Sul, down by the Caparica side. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's really bonkers.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I don't want to.
Nah, you good. So, food, transportation. What would you say? Any other big differences?
Well, if you give me more time, I could always come out with more. I would say, of course, I know you can go get a filtered system for the house.
Oh, yeah.
For water, but I do feel like here you're more prone to go get a gallon of water.
Purified.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say something that's not right or wrong, but I feel like the water system here is a bit different. In America, we may not drink out the tap water, and we actually do. In school stuff.
Really?
Well, I feel like in high school and stuff, that's straight tap water. They just put ice in it at workouts. They're not filtering water at no high school workouts, so we're used to drinking tap water. But of course, in America, I think we are used to just running the water from the faucet, pouring it in there, and just having water there.
Yeah.
And also, yeah. You know what? The walking here affects the water. I actually ChatGPT'd this.
Really?
They said that people here are more prone to order wine or juice or something rather than water.
Really?
Because it's cheaper. Wine here is $1.
Yeah, that's crazy.
$1. I went to the grocery store and saw $1, $4, $5. I never saw nothing more than $7.
Yeah.
In America, you can go to the store. Of course, most people are going to get a $10 wine bottle. That's what I would get, a sangria, or a Malbec, $10 to $15, right? I bet you here it'll be like $3.
Wow.
And it tastes better. I will tell you. Well, I'll let you go. Be the moderator.
So let's go into pace.
Okay.
How have you seen the difference between the pace of life being here a few weeks in Portugal versus growing up and living in the States?
I think the demand for success here is just gratitude.
Wow.
Yeah. Demand for success is internal gratitude.
Okay.
In America, the demand for success is more it's based on the culture.
Okay. Touch on that.
I'm from Virginia, and I felt so starting the States, I felt in Virginia, I didn't need to be as successful as I was when I was in Florida.
In Florida, yeah.
Florida, it was like,
Surrounded.
I got there and I was like, oh, wow, like, what was I doing in my 20s?
Yeah.
You know, if I would have saw these Lamborghinis or these houses and stuff, I would have been not hanging out with the fellas as much.
Yeah.
You know, or maybe I still would have. I just would have had us come together on, you know, a business venture. But here, I think it's more so of people just talking about like life and the family and, oh, let's go get a coffee. It's not more so of, and then people here, oh, I'll get the bill this time. Oh, you get the bill this time. In America, it's kind of like, oh, can we split it in two?
Yeah.
You know, like you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing.
Yeah. Individualistic.
Yes. So, you know, that's a big difference, I would say. But I will tell you, walking the streets here, you have to be aware, because you can have a delivery guy on a bike, you can have pedestrians, you can have an Uber, you can have the bus, you could have someone, sorry to say it, maybe asking you for $1 or some change. So you could have 5 to 7 different things going on at once. And I will tell you, every Uber driver is not going to treat you like you're a king. They're going to honk the horn, or they're going to be like, hey, Buster, move it, you know? I think in America, see, I drive Uber as well in America, so I can speak on this as well. I'm not hitting a pedestrian. That could be my driving record. You know, so I'm going to be extra careful with pedestrians. Here, I do sense they won't run you over, but I sense the rush in an Uber driver. Maybe it's because the drive's only $3, €3, and they're trying to make it. That'd be a good question to ask. But they also, I mean, again, I don't know the Portuguese language, but then I haven't always heard, like, good morning, how are you? I think they treat it more of, okay, you're here. You know?
Get this.
Yeah.
Okay. So, economical wise, right? You haven't really been in like the bureaucratic system here, which is a whole, you know, headache of its own. But just from what you see in your surroundings, right? From the locals to, you know, people working, everything. What have you seen from an economical standpoint here in Portugal versus the U.S.?
America is a land of opportunity. There's no limit on how much you can make. Here, I think it would be a bit more difficult to come up or stack your money or grow it in a faster way. Unless, of course, you have that great business plan and idea and you market it well, of course. But I do think in America, it is the land of opportunity, and there's a lot more opportunities. It's a bit more progressive. Okay. Here is more sustainable. I would say if you make your American money, come here and you'll stretch it.
Yes, exactly.
You know, but you know, it's funny. You don't go to your coach to train, so it's okay that this place isn't a place to just grow your money, right? Because it's not meant for that. It's meant to enjoy life.
Every country has its definitions.
It's pros and cons. It's pros and cons, definitely.
And
definitely.
I think that's Southern Europe in general, right? Like Portugal, Spain is more the slower, the siestas, the sunsets, the vibes, etc. Whereas other countries in Europe are more economically sound. You can make better salaries, etc. Okay. What have you liked most about Portugal?